Hello, I'm Satsu5, and this is my new knife I just got from eBay a couple days ago. And, well, first of all, it is a Kanetsune, if I'm pronouncing that right, knife. That was the name right though. I think you pronounce that Kanetsune. That was the brand logo. These knives are hand forged in Japan, Seki, Japan, the city of knives and or blades or swords, or that's that city's specialty. That's what they're known for. And oh yeah, the rest of the box, just kind of so you know what you're looking at, if in case you see this box in a store sometime. You probably won't. I've actually the only place I've been able to find these is only on particular websites, which I can't remember, but one of them being eBay, but I haven't found it on eKnifeworks or Newgrams or Knives 88. There's only a certain number of stores that distribute or deal these knives, but eBay has been pretty good at selling these knives, and that's why I got this one. Anyways, let's take a look. In the box it comes with the knife, this piece of paper that it came wrapped around the blade. Has like Japanese and stuff. I can't read it. Probably says don't cut yourself, caution, sharp. Anyways, let's take a look at this. First of all, let's take a look at the sheath. This is a oak sheath, kind of boxy looking. You can see that they put a pitch on it, and that they treated it with some kind of black stuff, coloring, and it's textured. I don't really know much about how they fix this sheath up, but I do want to point something out. This being kind of a pretty much almost like a handmade knife, pretty expensive. I paid $133 for it, and it's a good looking knife, almost museum quality, what I like to call museum quality. It has drain holes, if you can kind of see them right there. I'll pull them back. I'll pull this out when the knife's out, maybe so some light can get through there and show you. But it was made to use. This was made for hunting and camping and fishing and that kind of stuff. That's what they designed these knives for. They weren't meant to be just wall handles, and they're not wall handles unless you want them to be. But they're sharp, and you can walk with them. You can see they got kind of the leather buckles right here to attach the leather sheath system. It has a retaining strap. Before I show you the blade, I'm going to show you this retention snap. It retains until you snap it, and then it just slides out real easily. Alright, let's get to the blade, or the knife itself. This is 15 layers of blue Damascus steel, semi-convex grind, very artsy. Look, shiny hand gold. It's made in a Bowie clip point style blade. Here's the other side. Let's see if I can pull this up. Alright, you see they have stamped in there some Japanese kanai or kanji, or however you pronounce that word. It's the Japanese symbols. I don't know what that says. I'm guessing it's the name of the company or the designer or the name of the knife. I'm not sure, but that's pretty cool. It's just a nice touch that I thought was pretty neat. You can see the Damascus knife steel layerings right there with this magnifying glass. Wow, just look at it. This is called, this model name, the name of this model is the Shinobi, which is the I guess you can say the Japanese name for ninja, you know, or it means shadow warrior. I'm not completely sure how to explain this, you know, but you know they call ninjas shinobi. It's another name for ninja. Has a very shiny pommel. Hello. By the way, you can kind of see my rigged up tripod is a jaw with, let's see if I can get it in there, bungee cord. It's kind of funny, but anyways, this is the Shinobi model, or you might want to call it the ninja model. I must say that it was extremely sharp when I got it. Very beautiful knife. It's what I like to call a functioning display knife, because it just looks so good. You want to show it off, but it'll cut you. What else? Oh yeah, the handle. The handle is oak wrapped in shark skin. I know that on traditional Japanese swords and knives, they wrapped it in ray skin, stingray skin, called a same. I don't really know the you know, the Japanese name for shark skin. I'm guessing is like same, something else, something along those lines. But it's shark skin, and that's what they have, and that's that white stuff you see. And then they wrapped it like a traditional Japanese tano, wakizashi, or katana. And I must say the grip itself is very sticky, sticks in your hands, but your thumb is free to slide. I prefer, if you're going to be using this knife, to use the Filipino style grip where your thumb's flat against it, to have the most control of this knife as possible. Has a little thumb ramp peel at the bottom. It helps. The knife will stay in your hand, but your thumb will slip. So that's something to consider. I've been wanting this knife and the other one from this company for a long time, but I just haven't had the money to, you know, spend on it. And I always have problems spending anywhere over $80 on a knife. I try not to do that, but sometimes I just can't help myself. But I'm really happy I did. I haven't carried this knife a whole lot, although, interesting fact, in Texas at least, we can carry a 5.5 inch blade. Now this is a 5 inch blade, 10 inches overall length from tip to tip, so I can legally carry this around, but I'm most likely not. And let's see, it's pretty much ambidextrous as far as the sheath and knife goes. If you put it on the left side, you know, this knife can fit in the sheath either way, so if left-handed or right-handed, doesn't really matter. And you can put it, fits on your belt, has a retention strap. Oh yeah, you can see the little drain holes. What those are there for, in case you don't know, is if you accidentally submerge the knife in the sheath underwater, once you bring it back out, it'll drain out and it'll dry your knife out quicker. Now this is a high carbon, you know, still blue Damascus, so you do have to take care of it, do proper maintenance. Again, this is the Kanetsune Kanetsune Shinobi from Seki, Japan, hand forged, beautiful. I love the knife. I can't wait to skin a deer with it, and then after I skin my deer or whatever animal, game animal I, you know, harvest that particular season, I'm probably gonna put it up in some kind of display. But I really like the Asian style knives, and when I saw this, I was like, I have to have it. I'm a Sasu 5. This was the Kanetsune Shinobi. I'm out.